NBA 2K just patched, y'all. 7.4 just got patched. 2K26 is over with. It's going downhill, and I don't know if I'm gonna jump ship, but I'll let you know soon. Like I said, y'all boys have been patched. Mike Wang has patched you boys officially. September 22nd, 2025, you will be patched as of 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This patch will go into effect. I'm gonna read out what this patch is gonna include in a second. This update will be applied automatically around September 22nd at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PC, Nintendo Switch. No download is required. Simply return to the main menu to make sure you have the latest version of NBA 2K26. So this is not going to be an official download patch, but they're going to send this patch directly to your game console with that return to main screen situation. If you don't know, now you know. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, every morning just about, they send a little something. We lucky we got notes about this one, because they don't have to give us official patch notes about these return to home screen patches that they send. Now, if it's something going on in the game that's just game breaking and they have to get on it right quick, they have to jump into action like a superhero. They got to jump out there like Batman, Spider-Man. You know what I mean? You know what Drake said. Either way, if they got to jump into action, just spring into action and patch something real quick, this is what they do. I don't know why this wasn't included in the recent patch that they just did, patch 1.4. So, I mean, it should have been in that, but okay, so they sending it though. This is the patch that they sending. They're gonna go full send. Now, this could be game breaking. This could change the entire structure of NBA 2K. I mean, who knows if it's gonna break something else? If you know what happens. You know what usually happens when 2K sends out a patch. They patch something, they break something else. We're gonna jump in here and see what Soul Illuminati has to say about this joint, because he had a thing to say. He had a little thing that he wanted to say, so let's see what's going on. Oh, we got an ad. Take an ad break, huh? Okay, so hopefully we don't have an ad this time. Let's go.
I think a lot of y'all don't realize this is the fun that this game is going to get by far. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, this is my 7-foot 3-point guide. And I'm going to show y'all some clips and screenshots and gameplays. And just to get y'all...
Sorry, so we don't want to see your clips. We don't want to see all that. We just want to get into what you're talking about.
I think 7.4s are some of the worst builds. They are fucking useless. If you 7.2, 7.3, or 7.4, they can't make contestants over you or nothing. They useless. They just sit in the corner and pray they get open. And I average 60 against them. I'm sorry.
True.
As y'all can see, here goes a screenshot. Nigga, I had 130 and starting 5 and still lost. Everybody on here is either sinning or just a straight demon, including me. Shout out to Tempo.
So, I mean, as we can see, they're overpowered. They're overpowered, but useless at the same time. He just said, I don't know. They're useless on defense, overpowered on offense. Okay, I mean, depending on how you make it.
If they do decide to do some patches, 7-4 still gonna be open. But they moving as hell and shit. So I would recommend a 7.3 or a 7.2 over a 7.4, especially if they do some patches. And to wrap this video up, let me show you.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So we just needed that little bit of information from you. So what's going on out here? I mean, I agree with what was just said. I agree 100% with everything that was just said. On defense, depending on how you make your 7.4, it's useless. I mean, depending on how you make the 7.4, it's useless on defense. Maybe if you give it enough speed, you can get away with something. Maybe if you give it enough perimeter, you can get away with something. There's a way to make that 7.4 to make it not useless though on defense. So, I mean, but it can shoot over anything. It can shoot over anything. It can make a bucket over anything. So that's what's getting patched now. That's what we got to jump into and see what's going on with the patch that they sending out. Let's go ahead and read off this patch note real quick. What's included in this super secret 2 a.m. patch that they sending to us in this thing. Okay, so this officially reads, we will be releasing an update that makes the following improvements to contest coverages based on gameplay data and community feedback. I want to key in on community feedback. You guys and your feedback it's not good feedback. It's not good feedback. A lot of y'all crybabies. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And tell you, a lot of y'all are, let me stop. Okay, so what's gonna be patched is slightly reduce the impact of height mismatches on contested coverage. Shorter defenders can now generate slightly stronger contests against taller shooters. Okay, so y'all small guards gonna be able to get a contest. I believe that 7'4" players, I mean, no, you shouldn't be able to contest a 7'4" player that effectively, unless you about 6'8", 6'9", and you jump. I mean, maybe stand on tippy toes and contest if you 7 foot, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? But if you anything under 6'8", I feel like getting a contest on a 7'4" player's jump shot should be crazy, depending on what type of jump shot it is or what type of vertical you put on that jump shot. You get me? You get me? Okay, so the second note for this: slightly increase the effectiveness of strong contests. What is a strong contest? I guess that's when you closing out on his tippy toes, you standing on his toes. You know what I mean? Well positioned and well-timed contests will further narrow the shooter's green window more than before. Basically, this is just gonna be a contest buff. They just buff contests against 7'4" height mismatch players. So that means that small guards won't be getting this as much of a buff to they contest. You won't be able to contest small guards as small guard contests aren't gonna get any better. Put it like that. That's what I'm reading from this, that small guard contests aren't necessarily getting any better, but tall guard contests or tall player contests, contesting taller players is going to get a buff. Okay, so no changes have been made to shooting difficulty, shooting mechanics, or any other gameplay systems. We will continue to monitor games across various modes and skill levels. And like I said, this update will be applied automatically around September 22nd at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on PlayStation, Xbox XS, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. No download required. Simply return the main menu and make sure you have the latest version of NBA 2K26. Now, this is crazy for a couple of reasons. Reason number one being, you guys don't have that good of a history when it comes to sending out these, you know what I mean? You guys do not fare well when it comes to sending out these patches. You're gonna buff these contests and you're gonna break the contest system completely. Folks are gonna be out here unable to shoot and they're gonna be mad about it. That's just me shooting in the wind, taking a shot in the wind. And I don't know if the arrow's gonna hit the mark, but I know it's gonna be somewhere close. I might not be spot on bullseye about this, but this number one reason, that number one reason is that your history with this is not on par with what should be going on. Now, secondly, it's not gonna make a difference. 7'4" players are still gonna be splashy. You know why? Because tempo shooting is too easy. Now, if you wanted to make a change, you would make it to where you have to green both tempo and timing. But for the fact that you only need to get tempo correct and timing doesn't matter, we're still going to be splashy. These 7'4" are still going to be just as splashy as ever, and they'll get the job done regardless. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, come back here on this comment section and tell me I'm wrong. But for the time being, just like the video, subscribe to the page if you're new. We talking about 2K news, NBA 2K26 all over the place. Every time we upload, it's got something to do with that. So, booyah. All right, now let's talk about a quick side note. All the gameplay that you've been seeing in the background it's not a glitch. I got this from Man Grind Hard. I do subscribe to Man Grind Hard. I'll link his video in the description, but I'll give you just a little subset of what he's talking about in that video. This gameplay that you see is me farming. I'm farming VC. It's fair farm too. Come over here to my career in the Out of Bounds story. You do have to go through the second part of the Out of Bounds story to get this second game from the Maplewood Snowy Isles. Deion Benjamin Academy. You got to play Nick Hunter. Play Nick Hunter in that thing. All you have to do is go in there and play Nick Hunter. Honestly, and it's a good farm. You get about 1,000 VC per game, and it's a game to 21. It's a 5v5 game to 21. Come on. Who's gonna be mad at that? Who's gonna be mad at that? Tell me for sure that you could be mad at a 5v5 game to 21 and you get 1,000 VC for that. Okay, I'm gonna link the video, Man's video. I believe it was Man Grind Hard. It might have been iPod the King of the Carters. I'm not sure, but yeah, next video, I think we're gonna have to rant about this King of the Court, but I'm still waiting on some more information. I'm still putting together my whole video for that because I got some things to say about the King of the Court situation. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the page if you're new. And we came, we saw, we tried to do a little thing. You know what I mean? It is what it is at this point. You know? Y'all be cool.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.